I'm
Well,
more of
we
like
are
the guy that goes into draw fire, so Alex could then shoot him. That's what I do.
that's what I like to hear. Bait forever. Well, we are gonna have New York is set up on the left side, Paris on the right side. Paris will be your favorite side. We are gonna be getting in 0-0, our first map of the Silver Division, best of 5. Between the New York SubPar and Paris Letdowns. Paris is going to be Quarters, Boogeyman, Stadman, and Muted. New York is going to be JT, Tans, Irish Mike, and Juan Cena. Almost all these players are returning players from Season 1 of Black Ops Cold War. So I'm pretty excited for this to get started. As P1, we're already going to be set up, as Muted's going to find a kill through the smoke there. You're going to have Quarters running his XM4. I believe he's like strictly used the XM4 actually for the last while. As you can already see, New York is looking for the rotations, as Irish Mike is going to get caught inside C Dom here. As Paris is really actually doing a fantastic job. They're picking up all the time currently in the hill, as well as holding on to these rotations. So they're doing a fantastic job as well. Really gotta find somebody. So you're gonna see this big gunfight going down at the very back. Boogeyman's gonna pick up a huge kill. Irish Mike is using an iron sight Krieg.
Absolutely crucial for.
Sir.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was like, I'm looking at Irish Mike here with his iron sight Kriegs, which I've never seen. Yeah, I don't think anybody has ever run an iron sight Krieg before, which is kind of weird. But you're going to see Paris is going to be holding on into the back here, as New York is going to be shoving through the front door. We have one player has made it into the C Dawn. The rest of the players are coming through lobby, but that is going to be shut down, so it's now just the lobby push coming out from New York. Boogeyman's going to be set up top of the Krieg, staring out over lobby. He is going to get caught, actually. He is going to go down, and 3 Paris players will get dropped. And that is going to be a forced spawn out now. As Paris is actually a split spawn. Sadman picks up a great double kill there in the middle there, around P2. As he is pushing for more, he's looking for Irish Mike. He is going to find him. And that's going to be
right now. New York's getting really good spawn getting set up for P3 going. Is that it's Fountain, right?
Yes, it is going to be Fountain. Yeah, New York is giving up on this hard point. They are going to let Paris get the last this time. They're going to be set up and rotated here.
Did I'm throwing it out there. Did I see smoke in there somewhere?
I believe there was a smoke at the beginning. I'm assuming it was a mistake.
Okay.
They didn't end the map as a result of that, so I think they're just going to keep playing through it.
Okay, I mean they're not using it for strategy. They're not using it on any hard point. So as long as both teams are good with it, I'm good with that. You know.
Yeah. I believe it was just the one time. I don't think it's been thrown out since then.
Okay, perfect.
Might have been someone just like thinking they had a stun grenade and then they went, "Oh crap, that's not a stun grenade."
Right. Right now we are going into, well, we're at P3. Paris is locking it down pretty hardcore. New York is having a hard time breaking into it. I think we have about a 45 point deficit at the moment. Hard point though, the beautiful thing about that is that doesn't really mean anything. You can always come back from that. New York is kind of getting those last, I like to call them scraps. That's kind of that's where I live. You know, that's my favorite spot. Right as everyone runs away from that hard point, is where I get all my points and throw myself in the hill. But you do have an early rotation. It's bloody, but it looks like New York is gonna initially get that hard point. Muted coming in with a solid flank right now. Probably gonna pick up a 2-piece. And as I say that, he was taken out by Juan Cena.
Caster Curse comes into play as well. You do have. So you had Paris spawn mid-street near Globe, and you did have New York actually getting a split spawn. So you're going to see number 5 JT spawned all the way at P2, as he's going to get joined by Tans. So there's going to be a massive pinch here coming in from New York, as Mute is going to get caught from behind. As Paris has now realized that somebody's behind him, as JT's going to pick up a pair of kills. And now he sees Boogeyman's gun. He is actually going to pick that up, or excuse me, Juan Cena actually picked that one up instead. The fight is all just going down on P4. It's currently a mess. Paris is going to stand tall at the end of it, though, as 3 players from New York are going to go down, but New York does have the P2 spawns. Well, actually, just as I say that, you do have 2 New York players spawn out at Bank. So maybe not the preferred spawns at the moment.
You do have an early rotation from New York, though, trying to lock down that P1. You do have corners coming in force right now. You have a contested point, which is pretty standard for P1. It's usually pretty hot going into the... do you call it Metro? I don't know why. I'm just kind of brain dumping here tonight, but is that... I just call it P1, but is it Metro?
Yeah, it is Metro.
I can sound like a total dummy right now, but Right now, Paris Letdowns absolutely locking it down. It is contested right now. New York coming in.
Yep, we do have, well, there is a fight going all the way in the back at P2 right there. You did have Boogeyman coming out on top in the 1v1 gunfight for spawns, so that is going to be Paris picking up these spawns. But you can already see New York is on their way back there. Again, Boogeyman with a huge 1v1 kill at the back of police station there to hold down the spawns. So this is going to be Paris. They're going to be giving up the last of this time on P1, but they're going to be very set for P2. The Sadman's going to pick up another kill against Tans before he gets dropped by JT. As well, Juan Cena is going to be knocking on the front door. Paris is going to be holding strong, though, from their positions, but they are being forced to spawn out now. Boogie's going to be up top as he's the last man from his team on the area. He is going to go down. So New York is going to be the ones pushing back in here. As well, Corners picked up a great team. New York for third on a Tans. Tans gets away with the sliver of HP.
Absolutely crucial spawn put there for New York. Crucial for them to hold that, try to start making some of that deficit back. We've got they're 70 points down right now. However, they are able to hold this last 20 seconds. It's going to be important. Paris is rotating early. It's looking like they're going to have Fountain locked down. They're going to be dug in. It's going to be difficult for New York to come in and dig them out. You do have New York right now moving in towards them.
Yep, we do see the players are getting all set up. You do have number 1. Corners is all the way in the back. Like, you literally cannot get farther back in the map at that point from where he is right now. But you do see New York is beginning to come in. Irish is going to get caught from behind. I'm not sure where Muted came from exactly, but he did timed it quite well. Tans is going to be pushing through L. He's going to pick up 1. They're going to hop onto the point. And New York is going to pick up a little bit of time here as well. They're down 60 points, which is an entire hill.
Really good gunfighting going on right now, heavily favoring New York. Very important gunfight to win there. They were able to pull through, and they're going to make up some crucial lost time here. Locking in on a decent heady. Irish Mike taking out that Muted, and Corners is taken out. And it's actually hard for me to read tonight. It's like coming in and out. My kill feed gets a little bit blurry, so I apologize if I'm trying to read and I can't.
Yeah, well, the push has come through, actually. Paris is going to pick up the last few seconds, so they're going to maintain their about 50-point lead going into this next hill. You do see New York is sort of set up on P4, and just as I say that, Corners just clowns them out the hill. So Paris is going to be pushing back in from Street, but New York actually gets the close spawn. Number 2 on the mini-map. Watch for Boogeyman. He's coming in on a massive flank behind him. As he's going to catch JT here from behind. He's going to pick up 1. Not a second, actually.
Right before I said that, I don't think anyone had that point up until I was actually about, right up until I mentioned this. But actually, New York jumping on the point here, capturing some critical. It's now actually less than a 40-point game, and about 2 minutes ago they were 75, almost 80 points down. So they're making up some very important time. Muted with an epic flank right now. Is that a 2-piece right now? 3-piece.
Yeah, it's a third.
Clearing them out of the point. That is a massive play for them.
Yeah, well, Paris is going to pick up some fantastic time here. He's Muted with a 3-piece. He's going to find a 4th. He doesn't, actually. Tans will shut him down. Tans going to hop on the point for the last few seconds as Paris is going to shove all their players through goal towards this 1. But the spawn is going to... This fight is on for spawns again. I want to see number 6 on the mini-map. Tans go all the way around and wrap back towards police. The fight for those spawns. He is going to go through C-Dom instead. He's going to run into somebody there. It is going to be Boogeyman. He is going to win that fight. So Paris should be spawning out now. There you go. Numbers 1 and 2 are spawning out at the back library. So New York has secured their spawns, even though Sadman is here on this platform.
I've noticed Boogie, he has been kind of the enforcer when it comes to spawns. You'll see him play the backside of the map. He's the one who kind of goes for a lot of those back flanks. He'll capture that decent spawn for his team, but it was actually a big play by New York, able to take that spawn for them, set themselves up pretty for P2, and make this a lot closer of a game. New York has really come back here. I am impressed with their play so far.
Yep, you are going to see 2 players are going to force their way inside police station. A team kill in the kill feed there as Irish Mike is going to get caught from behind. Paris is going to secure this top area as well. Right as I say that, actually, they don't secure it at all. They all go down, and New York stays in possession, although nobody is on the hill currently picking up hill time. They stay in possession of the spawns. And if JT just clearing them all out as all 4 players of Paris go down.
It is now less than a 10-point game. What a comeback from New York.
As well, yep. There's still 30 seconds to go on this current hard point, so I want to see one more push out of Paris here. But it really does look like New York is holding the line really well. Both JT and Irish are picking up the important kills where it matters here. And you're going to see Paris is now going to give it up. New York has actually taken the lead off of this too, and they are going to get the last 15 seconds of this. So they're going to be within 30 points.
I'm going to question the decision from Paris to give up this hard point so early on. I mean, I understand early rotation, but I mean, they were close to 30 seconds when they started pulling off of that. That's a lot of time, and now we're less than, 30 points from New York's victory here. That might cost them this match. But go ahead.
There's also, like, at that moment, there was no one from Paris in the hill. The hill spawned. Nobody was in it getting time. They're all just set up around it. But Paris cannot win off this hill. This will go to a P4 if Paris picks up a majority this time, but New York only needs 30 seconds. So we are going to see what happens as they are going to set up their coordinated push. They are going to start hitting through mid. Quarters are going to shut one down. Irish Mike's going to pick up Sadman. JT's going to be pushed up for another. Quarters will shut him down, but Tens will be there for the follow-up. So while the players are going to be sliding in, New York is going to get onto the hill here. And Paris is spawning out of the back, but the cutoffs are there. Juan Cena and Tans both getting cutoffs in the back. Corners is the last one alive on the point. So this is going to have to go to P4.
Paris Letdowns, they're real good about those early rotations, trying to set up those spawns, but I think a strategy they should probably consider is trying to keep things contested. Don't pull the whole team off, just keep that contested, because right now New York is real close to winning it here. They can win on this next hill, and it's going to be absolutely crucial for Paris to come in and keep it contested, keep that time from ticking down. And as I say that, we are 7 seconds out from a potential victory. We have a massive push in right now from Paris Letdowns, but it may be too little too late.
And it is New York with a massive comeback after being down about 70-something points in the opening couple hills, I think. And they're going to get the win. So despite all the dominance,
good play
shown
by both
Paris.
sides. Both teams playing, both teams rotating early. I think just a few, and again, I may be overstepping my bounds here, but a few maybe crucial mistakes by Paris here was maybe rotating a little bit too early.
And our teams are correct. Hey, that the best of 5 indicator actually lights up the team color too. That's pretty cool. Yes, it does. It does seem to be something to do with campaign. So that's on me for not.
Boogie early on,
campaign.
trying to see if he can pick someone off a heady somewhere. You do have that.
Is literally just running around here. Every doorway he's trying to go through. As this is a very spread out offense right now. You're going to see number 4 all the way on the bottom of the mini map. As Tans is going to run right down the middle here. He will get caught by muted for first blood. Irish Mike still with his iron sights. I can't believe he uses iron sights, to be honest. I'll stop nagging on him for it, but like,
hey,
I cannot use the Krieg iron sights. As well, Juan Cena is going to run in. He doesn't get that kill actually on the muted. The bomb has been planted by Paris. It's now down to JT as he misses the quick scope. Gets a second shot off, doesn't make it, and Paris will take the first round. So first blood will be drawn by Paris.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I do believe that was a 4-0. Like the Paris won that without losing a single person.
I believe you're correct.
I mean, never underestimate. First round doesn't necessarily mean the game here, but we go into round 2. Is it? New York is attacking.
Yep, we do see New York is going to see. I want to see where they go. Bomb position does look like it's heading towards B. As we see Sadman just empty an entire clip into the wall here, looking for the wall bang. He is going to get tagged up, but Juan Cena will get caught before he goes down. Sadman just draws a smiley face on the wall. Tan's gonna run in from behind. He's looking for players. He is gonna get caught by Boogeyman. So it's all it's a 2v3 now. Irish Mike and JT. As Mike is gonna be looking down the plane here.
Both teams are actually playing really conservative. You don't see a lot of aggression. I mean, early on they push up on the map to kind of gain that territory, but after that you see a lot more careful movement from both sides.
Well, JT is going to pick up corners all the way in the back, which he's Boogeyman the last alive. Boogeyman is also running around with a sniper, so we do have JT also has a sniper up, but he has picked up corners M4. Has gone down on B, as Irish Mike was about to walk out into the sniper fire, but the shot was missed and he got caught from behind. So that's going to be 1-1 now. As Irish Mike picks up the final kill cam with the iron sights that we're all nagging him about it. That's 1-1. We are going to see Muted leading the way with 3 kills. JT with 3 of his own. JT is running a sniper as well.
Oh,
So
looks
he's
like someone missed
he's
the
getting.
bomb.
Oh, do they have to wrap around for it?
Yep. Costing some
Whoopsies.
precious seconds.
Yep, well, Boogeyman and JT both have the snipers. We're going to see who gets the first shot. JT, I believe, no, he didn't get tagged. But Tans will drop Sadman for first blood. Corner's going to find a second. Corner finds 2. So it's now in a 2v2 scenario. Excuse me, 3v2 in Paris's favor. As Irish Mike is going to be the last alive now in a 1v3. As Juan Cena got caught there under the plane. As Corner's going to come in. Corner is going to be denied his ace. So it's in a 1v2 now. Irish Mike versus Muted and Boogeyman. I believe they sort of know where he is. They've been like kind of running after him vaguely. As Irish Mike is going to cross in front of somebody. They definitely saw him there.
Imagine the poetic justice if with all the crap everyone's given about these iron sights, if he's able to pull off the win here.
Well, that is going to be a 1v2. I'm not... Did he get a... When did he throw a nade? What exploded? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, it was a trophy. I was very confused there for a second. Oh. That must... I think that was a very tight angle there.
I want to see this final kill if they show it.
Nope, it's going to be Corner picking up 3. As he picks up 1, he picks up 2. And then he cycles back around and picks up the 3rd. And he almost had the ace, and then Irish Mike denied him at the last moment. This Corner still had half HP after that engagement. Well, 2-1. Paris leading New York right now, as Paris is trying to even the series back up after losing the first map in a very close fashion. As JT's going to hop up the tower to start this off. I'm not sure if anyone's going to face him, to be honest. I'm not sure how much I like this tower position, to be honest, because I don't know if you can really see a whole lot of the map. As Muted is going to pick up first blood. He will get traded out. Irish Mike is running right towards Boogeyman's sniper here. The flash is going to go out. This is going to be a B push right into the sniper. The hit mark is going to come through. And poor Boogeyman, he is going to get traded out. You know what, with the Tiger Team barrel, he probably would have got that kill. Well, it's now all down to Corner. He's going to pick a 1-up on a Juan Cena and get away. It's going to be Irish Mike and JT now in the 2v1. As Corners did pick up the first, he's working on his way to make it a 1v2 or a 1v1 as he's trying to find one more player. They're relatively grouped up. Irish Mike is actually going to get caught, which leaves JT the last alive. And JT has a sniper. I don't know if he's picked up a weapon off of the teammate. He has picked up the bomb. He does have a 74U off of a teammate. And Corners is working his way all the way around the back. They're somehow going to dodge each other. Somehow, some way, they are going to successfully dodge each other. He's going to get this bomb plant down. Corners is, I believe, heading this way to check it. As he's underneath the plane. JT's going to sit on the bomb. Corners is going to be coming up from behind, though.
He might actually catch him unaware here, though.
Or we're going to
He's
see...
looking the wrong way. Is he looking the wrong way? Did he hear him?
Corners are going to see him. Corners are going to see him. And Corners are going to clutch up the 1v3.
Honestly,
he had so many corners to check there.
I was quiet there. I was letting you go, man. You were on a roll. I didn't want to throw off your feng shui.
No, I mean, Corners are the big 1v3 there. That was huge. Yeah, it's looking... I was like, there's a certain irony in somebody named Corners is Comfy having to check every single corner of the plane as he comes charging through. So that's a 3rd round to Paris. Corners leading the way right now with 6 kills for his team.
It's a lot more of an aggressive push this time around. I haven't seen him kind of recently either they go straight for plane control, or they're kind of just hanging back, working the edges of the map. And actually, as I say that, they're kind of starting to fan back out again. It looks like we do have Juan Cena. He's kind of playing that long range game right now. Is that Boogeyman also kind of doing what Boogeyman's been doing, which is hanging back and picking people off, and he's deadly long range. Do not engage him.
Well, all of a sudden, it's now down to JT in the last alive. In a 1v3, makes it a 1v2. He's looking for another one. He is going to get shot in the back, though, and he is going to go down. So he will not succeed in pulling off the clutch. I think he had a pretty good chance there if he was able to isolate the different 1v1s, because the players were quite split up. Especially, yeah, that there was, yes, you did have JT with the sniper there as well. So I think if he did pick up that kill onto, I believe it was Tans, he probably would have had a really good chance.
Well, Paris
but
Letdowns
instead,
going into this 6th round. They've got some decent momentum right now. 4-1 over New York SubPar. So far have been shutting them down. Again, you'll see a lot of hardpoint teams. You'll see a lot of S&D teams, and a lot of times you can tell which ones are which. And again, it is far from over, but Paris Letdown is showing their colors right now as an S&D team. They're doing pretty well.
Yep, New York is heavily pushing this A side right now. Sadman's gonna see it. He's gonna make a call out to his teammates. You're gonna see the Paris arrows beginning to move on the minimap. But Sadman could use a little more support here. But I mean, as we say that, you're gonna see New York rotating towards the plane. You do have Irish Mike here as the challenge is gonna come out. Juan Cena is gonna go down, and that's gonna leave Irish Mike with the bomb to flank out. He will trade back on a Sadman, but Corners is gonna pick him up as well. As Boogeyman is gonna get dropped. Or excuse me, he is going to pick up the kill. The last one on a Tans, and he's going to go down, so New York is going to pick up that second round.
Yeah. Paris had the drop on him in that final kill. That was good shooting by Tans there. Really good shooting. Clutching it for New York. So we are now in the 7th round. Paris has some early momentum over New York SubPar in this S&D of checkmate. However, New York is showing some signs of life here. They're putting some pain, put some pressure on Paris Letdown.
Yep, we do see JT's looking around for the snipe. There hasn't been a whole lot of, I want to say, opening opportunities for these players. Everyone's gone to Irish Mike as a QBZ out. This is new. Anyways, next thing we're gonna see is an AK. It's be like, whoa, like, we're not supposed to see that. But you're gonna have Sadman is gonna be working his way. Like, players, I think overall have done a really good job of not presenting themselves to opening snipes.
What are we doing here? Oh no, never mind. 74U. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the Sadman right now. I'm like, is he really running the AK right now? But that's just me being blind.
So he is going to get into the play, and Irish Mike is going to take some shots. He will actually pick up the kill unmuted, so it's now going to be, well, it's all down to Sadman now in a 1v4 and a 4v0, actually. Down he goes. Here comes New York.
I think maybe New York just likes drama. You know, they want that Disney Channel come from behind finish.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've rattled off a couple rounds in their favor now, so it's now going to be 4-3 going into round 8. We still have Corners leading the lobby with 8 kills. JT is close behind him with 7. As JT's going to go all the way to the edge, it looks like, here with his sniper. As you can see, the players are beginning to change up their angles, especially on the snipers, because they just can't find somebody. As well, Muted is going to be here underneath the play. We're going to have a couple players from New York here.
Well, New York right now put some pressure on Paris. We have a 4v3 at the moment. As I say that...
Sadman just did a ring around the rosy with somebody there. I think it was Juan Cena. He's going to go for another round as JT will get sniped by Boogeyman. And ring around the rosy round 3. Sadman will lose that one to Tans. Tans is now the last alive as the Diamante's out. Corners is running around. Corners will finish the kill. And that's going to be a defuse for Paris. And excuse my phone. I'm going to mute my
No
mic
problem.
real quick.
Not a problem. Early momentum was momentarily stifled by New York coming back. It was a 4-1 lead. New York brought it back to 3-4, and currently clutched. We're going into, I believe, the 9th round. It is 5-3 with advantage at the moment going to Paris Letdown. Should have some good, I guess, good gunfights coming up. Excited to see how all this plays out. And I'm not really sure. Did I lose you, Mike?
Nope, I muted my microphone because, yeah, my phone was ringing, and I'm like, let's not have that on the stream.
No problem. Anyone who is tuning in, we try to highlight our players. We try to do only positive vibes here. And if anyone is seeing just I just happened to glance over at chat, just saw a couple messages deleted, not sure what was going down, but we try to build up our player base here. We try not to talk smack. We're all kind of a family here, so all I ask is positive vibes only. If you have nothing good to say, please don't say anything at all.
Yep, we are going to have, it was New York picking up first blood. So they do have to rattle off 3 straight rounds to win this. Muted goes down as a good start for New York, but will get traded back as Juan Cena and Irish Mike both go down. It's suddenly a 2v3 now in Paris's favor. As Tans is going to spot this rotation, he's going to have every single player from Paris in front of him here. As he's spraying out a gun, so everything's just firing everywhere. The pistol's out, he's going to go down to corners. And it's going to leave JT the last alive. JT will go down. That's going to be Paris taking the map 6-3.
Yeah, absolutely critical there when he was he actually had him caught on that rotation, unfortunately, and I saw that little shadow. It looked just like someone on that sandbag kind of pile there. Nice little heady. Unfortunately sprayed into it thinking he had him dead to rights and realized he wasn't shooting an actual person and gave up his position. And at that moment, I mean, he's out in the open 3v1. There's no way he's walking away from that one.
Times and then locks them in spawns. But I guess we've also seen the fact that the way the spawns operate on raid is that it's not super easy to lock him down.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're gonna see how this goes, but I think if Paris gets all the proper cutoffs and they get set up for a spawn trap, I think they take it.
Gotcha. I think New York is a team that's in really good communication. They rehearse a lot, or at least they play together. I think they've got a really good flow, a really good energy amongst that team. And let's just see if Paris, they might just be able to beat them down here. But I do like raid as control. Spawns are kind of all over the place. Personally, I think it's a little bit chaotic, but I enjoy it. I enjoy watching it.
Yep, well, we're going to see. We're off the rip. We are going to have New York heading right towards A. Right off the rip. As they're going to head over there. You see a very big spread from Paris right now, but the gunfights early are going to go in New York's favor. They are going to win those early gunfights. You see Paris is nowhere near A. And with, actually, well, yeah, I was going to say this should have been going a lot faster, but New York only had 2 players, like 1 player inside the hill, actually. And it turns out he is going to get caught. The big flank is going to come in, but you're going to see on the minimap here, they're spawning up in the top right corner of the minimap, and this is a great time for New York to push B. All of Paris is set up over on A as a result of defending that push, and you have a clear path to B from New York.
I'm not sure if New York actually knows the position they're in right now, and actually it does look like they're now pushing B, but it might be a too little too late situation. And actually, as I say that, some crucial gunfights going down, New York able to defend it and actually putting up, they're actually about to get that first tick on B. They might actually be in position here to get that second tick, and if they can hold it down, maybe even that third one. But New York right now doing some damage at the B. Bomb control point. I'm saying it wrong. What's the proper verbiage here, Mike?
It's control point. It's the point.
Point. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
As we are going to see, well, that is going to be a cap in on towards B, and New York does have a single tick in A already. So this is actually able to kind of focus the defense more. But I also do believe is that like 1 round of kills will probably result in the cap of A here for New York. So really, they just need a coordinated setup. They need to hit this all together. And I mean, right as I say that, they're all kind of dipping in 1 by 1. As you're going to see Sadman here on the head glitch, staring out towards Tan. He is going to fight JT, though. He does leave his head glitch. He will get dropped by JT, and that'll force him to spawn back in the jungle area. As you can see, the New York players are coming in through mid. Tans is going to head right through kitchen. He's probably going to catch a couple of these guys off the spawn here. He's going to turn around the corner and realize he made a mistake with his life there.
I will say, you know, Paris right now doing a pretty good job of defending that A control point. New York really isn't able to touch it right now, and slowly whittling down those lives one by one. Paris right now does have the advantage, a 3-life lead over New York right now. Again, showing their true colors. They are a slaying team. New York showing their colors. They are a technical team, and it showed. I mean, early on they had that coordination, and that's what able to capitalize on that momentum, get that first pick in A, and were able to actually knock out that B control point really early on.
Yep, absolutely. As you're going to see, well, the kills are going to start coming in right now as the setup is actually beginning to fall apart from Paris. 2 players have gone down, but they have this weird laundry spawn, I guess. And you can see number 5, Sadman, here in a fantastic flank position. He will get caught by Tans, though. It is going to go down.
This might be it.
Progress. Yep, 3 players in A. I don't think anyone from Paris is going to get there to stop it. They can't, and that's going to be New York taking the first round win.
That was a close game, though. That was absolutely. I mean, it was coming down to the wire with those kills there, but New York played a really, really good map here.
I'm not too sure. I didn't catch the kills at the end of that, so I'm not entirely sure what the kill count was like at the very end of that. So we'll see if we go to around 5. That'll be important. But until then, we just didn't see it, so we'll work with what we got. First round in New York, and we're gonna see what Paris is gonna do on their attack. And honestly, I think Paris is gonna have a fantastic attack, because they're just gonna honestly just brute force their way into a site, and they're just gonna slay.
You know, that actually looks like they're splitting between the two, kind of dividing up the map here.
They are actually. Paris is 1 player in the middle. As you can see, New York is being forced to spawn out over at the basketball court right now. There's 2 players inside of A. They are going to get progress. There goes 1 tick. Boogeyman's just looking for the 1 player and try not to overextend his life. That's a good decision on his part.
Oh, this is early momentum from Paris. That's absolutely huge for them. Oh, they were really close to actually being able to take down that entire A control point.
Beauty just picked up a big 2-piece there.
Yeah.
And he's just going to run a circle around the ring, and they are going to... Just like that, Paris is off to a fantastic start to begin with, and Sadman's already here over on B. So he's going to challenge that on Irish Mike. That's a great win on his part. And all of New York is now going to be forced to spawn over at Laundry.
I don't know if that was coordinated, and I want to see a VOD from this later on, but the absolute timing here, as soon as they capped that A control point, and they had their team divided into 2 going A, 2 going B. As soon as A was there, the entire other half of the team, they all converge on that B, I don't keep saying bomb site, that B control point all at once, and it was absolutely beautiful, absolutely coordinated.
Well, Sadman's actually still back here inside the hut right now, as you do see the rest of the players are like working their way over towards the mid-stairs area. See Tanza set up here as a cutoff. But Sadman is going to make himself known. He is going to pick up 2 kills from behind. I don't know if his team is able to capitalize this yet, but he is going to force the spawn out from the other players. There's going to be 1 money. Shots are going to come in. Sadman's on a 5 killing spree here. I'd love to see him play his life now. As this team is going to hop into the control point, it does look like New York is going to fight back on top of that point, though, and currently Paris does not have control of it. Gunfights are going to go out as the players are going to stop dropping back and forth. Corners is in the water. Sadman's going to pick up another. He's on a 7 kill spree.
I think that's going to be it. I mean, the fact that they're about to get their 2nd tick going into it, and as far as out they spawned, I think this is Paris has it.
I believe Sadman got streaks there too. He got 8 in a row. I'm not sure if he got the cruise missile or not. But that was a great kill spree out of him. Sadman working his way through that back basketball court area and picking off all the players. Especially when the fact that just they knew he was there at some point. When he made himself known with that 2-piece and then started working his way through cutout and money. It just meant New York had to think about him all of a sudden. And they were working their way. They were kind of caught between him and the rest of the Paris team, and that kind of cost him. So, so far we have 100% offensive win round, or round win.
Yeah, I think it's safe to
stream.
see here that this map might actually favor the attackers.
No, I believe so too, which is really something I didn't expect to ever say in Black Ops Cold War, but this is definitely an offensive-sided for Control.
We've got some early aggression by New York, pushing that A control point, actually getting real close to be able to cap it. Paris is there.
They got 3 in there. This is going to go fast.
Yeah.
Sadman's going to come up with another huge flank. He's going to pick one. He's going to get Tans on top of the ring as well. It's only Juan Cena right now inside the point, so it's going to be going real slow here. Progress is going to start going on A. You do have number 1 on the minimap. JT's making his way all the way over towards B. He's going to lose that gunfight. 4 go down from New York. So that's going to halt their progress right there in their track. The Sadman is working his way all the way around here. As he's just running like absolutely around in circles. He's finally going to get shut down by Irish Mike. Oh, Corner's head is just barely visible there. JT's going to lose that gunfight there. Another 3 go down from Paris. Or, excuse me, from New York.
That's a huge defense by Paris there, though. You had a massive coordinated push from New York coming into that A bomb site, and actually systematically, Paris was kind of scattered throughout that building. We're able to pick them off and halt that entire offensive push. You do have 2 ticks on A. It looks like a massive push going there, but is that Sadman going ham right now with that 2-piece? But as I say that, New York is back on that point and slowly kicking it away. Paris finally actually pushing into these points. I did notice early on in the game, Paris, they're slaying, they're doing a good job. However, you had 3 people from New York on this control point, and you had 3 Paris teams shooting into the point, not trying to keep it contested. But it seems like they may have learned their lesson here, and they're throwing themselves on these control points now, keeping them from going up. And but you have a major push going right now in that B control point. New York ticking away some very crucial time.
Yep, they have 2 players on B right now. They're going to get progress into B, and they're still ticking away. Actually, Juan Cena's still here on the control point, so it is going to tick in their favor unless Corners are going to shut him down here. I do believe. Corners will catch him actually, just barely before B goes through. That's a huge stop there, because that would have added a minute to the clock as well.
That might have been the game.
Yep, well, I mean, just as we say that, though, New York has hopped on A and B at the same time. Paris has to split themselves here because both points are about to go through. Well, they do get shut down on A, so they are going to halt A. New York is out of respawns. Paris is currently in 11v4. 11v3 as Juan Cena goes down. JT is going to catch Boogeyman there. He's on a 5-kill spree here. 25 and 16 right now, leading his team. As wow, he wins another one on a Corners. He's going to make his way over towards A as well. All of a sudden, just New York is coming out of nowhere here. 2 players on A. If Paris can't get here in time, they're going to clutch this up. JT's going to be the last alive. He's going to pick up one. He's not going to pick it up, though.
They got it.
No, Paris got him in time.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, sorry. My brain kind of
I honestly really thought New York was going to pull that out. When they got the kills and they hopped 2 on the point, I thought they were going to cap it in time. But I think whoever was with JT, I believe it was Irish Mike, just got caught at the very end there. And that slowed down the cap time enough that JT wasn't able to cap it himself. That was an impressive comeback, though, as I think they just went on a massive spree there. JT, I think, has an artillery as well. So he does have a score streak to work with now as a result of that kill spree at the end. So we're going to see how this goes. Paris is going to be attacking A to start off with. It does look like they're losing their early gunfights here, actually, as they haven't killed anyone from New York yet.
Looks like not a lot of aggression either coming out of Paris right now trying to cap these points. I guess as I say that, there's a massive push into that A control point. Does look like New York is putting up a pretty solid defense, able to hold them off. Irish Mike doing work right now, unfortunately, was traded out with Corners, and looks like the A control point is now getting ticked back down.
Yep, Paris's hard work is going to get removed there. As we do see a 5 spawn lead, actually, in favor of New York. Which is kind of surprising given the slaying power that we've seen out of Paris. As you look at Paris' scoreboard, 21, 21, 22, 21. It's dead even across in terms of kill count. As on the other side, it's definitely JT. Yeah, JT is definitely put the team in the backpack right now. But you are going to see Paris is going to make progress over at B. He's going to get 1 tick. They are looking for a 2nd tick. It does look like New York is going to get in there to stall it. Sadman will get caught, so he's not going to be sitting in the back. Being a thorn in the side of New York for the next little while there. As you do see Tanza set up in laundry, ducks and dips away. The 25 seconds
for every little bit of progress on these control points, going slow. They were able to cap the first ticks on both A and B. However, New York has been putting up a solid defense. As I say that, it looks like they're actually able to cap the second tick of A and actually start to put progress in that third. New York is able to push them back. This kind of go either way, man. I don't really have any. I don't know. Do you have any predictions here? It's kind of
well, right now it is ticking down in terms of time. Right now, we are going to see what happens here, as we are going to see Paris is capping a B. It does look like time is ticking down. I don't know if that was a server lag or something on my end.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Something just happened there. I don't exactly know what happened there, but they are going to see New York. Well, the artillery does get called in from JT actually. So this is going to be huge. That's a massive investment into the round, but with 8 seconds to go, Sadman is going to be the last man alive on the point here. And he just stalled long enough for one of his players to get over to the A bomb site, or excuse me, to the A site. As you are going to see, Juan Cena is going to clean up. It does look like that is going to be the end of it. Paris is not going to get anywhere near the point, and that's going to be a first offensive round for New York. As we are going to round 5. 2 defensive rounds. Well, we started off with 2 offensive wins, and then we went with 2 defensive wins.
I'm still kind of coming down
5?
from that, how close that that third round was. Absolutely down to the wire. This has been an entertaining match to watch for both of these teams. God, look at how even that KD is for Paris right now.
Yeah, it's just clean across the board.
You do have Paris right now. They're setting up kind of some long-term map control, decent strategy. They're splitting their teams up. You have a possible flank going on with Sadman right now. As I say that, he was taken out by Irish Mike. New York might. I thought they were going to get caught in the crossfire there, but they persevered and they're actually able to tick away at the first tick for A.
Yeah, well, Tens is going to start making his way moving up here. He's going to run right into Sadman, actually. Sadman jumps off the map right at the end of there. But it does look like New York is going to make some good progress here. You do have Irish Mike inside the hill, and Juan Cena is actually pushed up here for the cutoff. I honestly don't like going prone there because the minute someone slides around the corner, you get stuck against the wall.
Yep.
A shout out Clay. I'm pretty sure Clay died like in a very similar spot the other day too.
Well, New York right now going into trying to cap that B site. They are leading 5 respawns right now and plenty of time. It's going to be up to Paris to just kind of dig in. And, I mean, Paris knows where New York has to go for this, and it's going to be on Paris to set up a solid defense here.
Yep, well, we do have A going in favor of New York, and they have hopped onto, they are on B right now. So you are going to see Juan Cena is set up here in this pool. He is looking for Sadman in the back corner here. As Boogeyman is, well, everyone's a setup over here at the top. You do see Paris is actually set up quite nicely. 1 cutout, 1 money, 1 basketball court, and 1 coming off a respawn. But JT will get picked over on the side. Irish Mike will also go down. The life count is incredibly close too. Paris is only down by 2 lives right now. And I believe streaks are still in play from Sadman, or actually, if he can flip over to Sadman when he comes back up, as JT throws the nade into the wall, right into his own face. Sadman doesn't have any streaks, actually. I don't know when he used the artillery. I don't know when I missed that, actually, or when that came through. But that is kind of crucial that he doesn't have that anymore. As Paris has actually worked their way into a 2-life lead. And everyone's just kind of taking a pause. New York is mounting up for their offense here. They are going to start pushing. Juan Cena is going to get away with his life just barely. As Corners has switched off the XM4 actually here. And we're working away. He will finally go down. And we're going to see Chance moving forward here as he will pick up Muted in the money. That is a fantastic shot out of them, and New York is finally going to get started on their time here. Cap is slowly going to come through. Boogeyman is trying to find Tans in this corner. Tans will peek out. He will finally go down. As you're going to see Irish Mike working his way through the middle of the map. New York has run out of respawns. It's now a 2v4, I believe. Excuse me, 2v6. It's all down to one. Cena now in a 1v like 8-9 or something. As the shots are going to go down, he is going to finally drop, and Paris is going to take it right at the very end. Yeah, honestly, that nade suicide actually might have been... could have given them a little bit of an extra life. But that is going to be them going... that is going to be Paris picking up a second map. Overall, it was actually a 3 defensive round in our charity tournament that happened. It was very offensive sided. It just didn't pan out this way, I guess.
I think we had 4 or 5 streaks in that map too, and maybe 1 kill with them. So streaks not making as big of an impact. Or maybe people just aren't used to using them yet in the most effective way.
It's entirely possible. It's like, I know a lot of people, like, it's just, like, streak usage is such a critical thing at the pro level, especially, as I think Boogeyman just picked up a 3-piece and I didn't see it. It's very possible that just happened.
I do enjoy that we're getting some of the custom character skins in now. Someone's a cowboy running around. But
we are going to see Paris is taken in this early... well, Boogeyman's on a 5-kill spree. He's starting off 5-0 right now. But we are going to see Paris jumping out to an early lead. They're picking up the first 25 points on the first hill, as they have lost the spawns actually for P2. You do see New York has secured the back spawns, and Paris is being forced to spawn out on the left side of the map. So P2 is going to pop. It is going to be in favor of New York. They're going to start picking up some time and making up some of that lost ground from the first one. As well, Corners comes in and just destroys 2 players. Finally gets caught, gets traded out. Tanzo come in with a 2-piece of his own.
What shots
3 players go down for Paris, and somehow Paris is still spawning back here. Well, they finally get spawned out, but I mean, Tans picked up both of those players, and they both spawned like beside the hard point.
Yeah, I think it's because you have JT out holding sandbags, and Paris had that bottom right corner, so they were just getting the spawns there. Paris picking up kills. I'd like JT to jump off that sandbags here and try to just get spawns for 3 and 4 here.
Yep, well, I mean, it does look like Paris spawned right there. Like, Quarters literally spawned right beneath JT at the very end there. So that was an interesting spawn. Now we are going to see, well, oh, that was great shots out of Corners. This is interesting, actually. Corners has taken off his field agent grip.
Someone was using the 74U earlier without a grip, and
yeah, I saw that as well. And that was wild to me.
His wrist looked so weird. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with this gun. But
yep, I do know Corners has been running this. He ran this in the tournament. I know he didn't run a grip on his M4. So this is something I've seen before, but I saw him running field agent earlier, so it's like, oh, maybe it changed, but that doesn't seem to be the case. As we do, New York is within 10 points now. They have made this comeback almost all the way. They are set up. Corners picks up another 2-piece. As you do have Sadman coming at the very end, so 10-point lead right now for New York. Still, or excuse me, for Paris. Still 20 seconds to go. 15 now as we get set up for P4. New York is holding that back spawn.
JT's playing very anchor role right now. I'd like to see him push up a little bit once they have spawns. Not all the way up, but just some kind of support for those hills. Right now,
Tans is gonna go. Oh, 3 go down from Paris. Actually, this is huge right now. But the last one's gonna be muted. He is gonna get caught in a crossfire. So that's all of Paris forced on the other side of the map.
Hands is just playing annoyance, cutting off people before they can even get close to the hill.
Yep, we are going to see, oh, sorry, that was a slight lag on my part, I believe. But Cortez is going to go down, so New York is actually going to hold this. 3 players to go down. Irish Mike with a 2-piece with the QBZ. It's leave just Sadman, I think, in the general area, as New York is going to take the lead off of this.
Yeah, New York holding this whole 3-4. They hit the rotations. They played P1 for the P2 spawns, and it didn't quite pay out. But then getting this 3-4 combo, getting a lead and look for them to
Irish
push.
Mike is on a 5 spree with the QBZ right now. We just picked up 2 straight 2 pieces.
QBC is new meta.
Well, there goes another one. He's on a 6 kill spree right now. He's almost got streaks. I think he's gonna pick up a stun there on the Boogeyman. Boogeyman's gonna face him. He's gonna go down, and finally goes down to the nade. But Irish Mike did pick up the artillery. He did get a streak in that. So the QBZ switch, I guess, has been paying off.
We'll see if he holds it for a P4. As again, you have JT sitting back in that anchor position, and it's a little better on this P1, but his teammates are just getting the traded out on the hill or around the hill.
Oh, I forgot you can see under this actually. Oncena was looking for him, as instead, well, he's gonna get Boogeyman's gonna go over the top on him. Instead, you're gonna see Sadman working his way into P2. New York does have the spawns locked down though in the back, so Paris does have their work cut out for them right now. But despite this lockdown, you can see New York only has a 3-point lead, and it's actually gonna be Paris. Well, it's tie game now actually as we go into the new hill. New York will retake the lead. As you have Irish Mike with the QBZ. It reminds me a lot of the Type 95 from MW3 in terms of like just the way the gun looks when you look down the iron sight. I think the Type 95 was a burst gun.
I've never been a fan of the guns that have the carry handle. Personal preference, I guess. I feel like it blocks more on my screen. It's probably,
you're probably right.
Probably not true, but that's how I feel about it when I'm using it.
Yep, well, Oncena's going to pick up one before he gets around the corner and stays alive, actually. Muted will pick him up, but instead he will get dropped. Paris, there's some weird split spawn stuff going on here. As Bogey's going to pick up a great 2-piece inside the hill, but he's the only one from his team here. As he's going to get challenged, Oncena will take him down, as you do have the split spawn coming in. JT's sitting all the way here back on the rock, as the rest of his team spawning across the map as P3's gamming up. He is going to win that gunfight, so JT doing a fantastic job back here in his ankle roll as he picks up another one.
Getting some support from his teammates on that second
Irish Mike is currently 21 and 14. Leading the lobby right now.
With the QBZ.
as New York is actually outslaying Paris. Which is something that I wasn't really expecting to see overall, but I mean, look at JT's 14 and 5. He's 19 total engagements. Irish Mike has more kills than JT has seen people.
JT's been playing real heavy anchor, which on this map can be huge on some of these hills. Especially P4. If you have spawns for P4.
Oh, absolutely.
And I believe Irish Mike's the one with the streak, so.
Yep, Sadman is also on a kill spree right now. He's on a 5 kill spree. Trying to work his way, I guess, towards streaks. Well, he will get ended, actually, so he's not going to pick up the streak instead. P4 is going to come in. Corners is going to be here, but JT, with that anchor spot, is going to shut him down. Honestly, Paris just can't deal with him.
No, but Paris did take the lead on that
him.
P3.
Yeah, so despite all this anchoring and everything, Paris is in the lead right now. As well, just everyone is being traded back and forth right now, and at the end of the day, New York is going to hang on to their spawns. So you're going to see the players going back and forth. Sadman is going to shut down. New York is going to retake the lead off of this hill. There's still 40 seconds to go, so lots of time here for New York to kind of hold, and we're going to see if Paris is going to adjust their tactics. Paris broke spawns.
JT switched over to the hill, and they ended up losing the rock spawns.
Yeah, they lost spawner result as Boogeyman picks up a great 2-piece. Maybe that's why JT doesn't move.
Maybe that's why. He shows us
the minute he
more.
moves, that everything just like falls off a cliff here.
He knew more than us.
Tanz is trying to figure out who to shoot at here. His corner is going to lock his way inside the corner there. Mutant is going to be here as Irish Mike is going to go down. And the players are just moving across the map right now as JT's trying to reposition himself here. 3 players go down from Paris though. So the spawn is going to P2 spawn is in favor of New York right now.
And New York set up on P1 and has P2 spawns. But all of Paris is rushing around for that P2.
Yeah, I mean, like, after all the anchoring and everything that we just saw, it's a tie game. So despite all of New York's efforts in terms of keeping these spawns and hanging on to these spawns and everything, Paris is still staying with them, which is incredible.
And that may just be a testament to Paris's guns are just slightly better. The KD may not reflect that, but when it comes to those close range down the hill fights, they're getting the wins. Swansea is getting great support from his teammates, covering him while he's sitting on the hill here.
Yeah, he's just going around and around. As you're gonna see Tans here. As they're going back and forth, Irish Mike is going to pick up the kills inside the hill. New York will cross the 200-point mark, and Irish will picks up a double kill there. There's going to be another one, as all pairs are just lining up in this doorway for him.
Nobody's on the hill.
Tans will pick up a double kill as all these finally going to slide out and go down. Paris has wandered the way around the back here. Muted will, I think, secure spawns as a result of that, but he's going to run into 2 players. New York can win off this hill.
Oh, they can? I didn't even notice that.
They can. Ooh. No, they still can. They got to hold it for all the remaining time, though. Sadman is going to go down, so all of Paris has to cross the map. This is actually very doable for New York right now.
I wasn't sure if that jump was going to get him out of hill.
Oh, no, now they can't anymore.
JT's anchoring spawns is just slowly coming around to help his team here. But they're gonna have to break a hill here, break spawns.
Yep. So I think this will be the first time on this on Crossroads where they are not set up at rock in advance of P3.
They don't
I think
need
they were just trying to get.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't need it. They did just break. As players are gonna come soaring in now from Paris. 5 seconds to go. Paris has to go now. Sadman's gonna get some stuffed, and it's gonna be New York taking the map for a win. We're going to Game 5.
Oh my God, these two teams are dead even. Just back and
Absolute
forth.
back and forth as we're gonna watch JT's anchoring here as he just picks apart players from the back. Oh, this is where he moved off the spawn.
This is where he gave up spawns. It's the one time
immediately everyone from Paris started spawning to his right.
So